Hello everyone, my name is Taimur Muzaffar Gondal and I am Web of Science Academy graduate and mentor. I have been serving as a reviewer in numerous journals since 2 years, and apart from this, I am a lead data scientist at the AI Studio Lahore. So, I am starting a new series on the art of writing a research papers, in which I will be discussing about the basic types of research paper, how you can choose a topic for a research paper if you are a student or an academic professional. What are the basic tools and techniques to choose a very specific topics? What should be kept in mind while selecting a topic? And also I will be discussing about writing a thesis statement. What is the process of formulating a problem statement and how you can use these techniques. And then I will discuss about the conferences, journals and magazines where you should and should not publish on the on your research articles. And also I will discuss what is are the pros and cons of the publishing in an open access journals, and what kind of journals you should select while submitting your manuscript, and what important factors should be kept in mind while going for an open subscription based or an open access paper. Then I will discuss what should be kept in mind while writing your first paper or second paper, and how the paper should be distributed, how you can improve the literature review of your paper, what should be the quality of figures, and what are the available tools which should be used to design your graphics. And after at the end of this playlist, I will discuss few citing resources such as Mendeley, EndNote, and Word. What are the pros and cons of using these tools for the citation purposes? So let us start the very first topic of our writing a research paper. And if we certainly talk about the purpose of this guide, since we all know the process of writing a research paper is an exercise in problem solving, the skills that you acquire in this process, such as growing mastery of the research process, source evaluation, critical thinking, and organizing those concepts, are the proficiencies that you will be able to apply to situations that will arise in any profession you, which you are trying to pursue, and as well as in the management of your personal life. And the understanding of this process is as important as your comprehension of the material on which your paper focuses. It is very important to kept in this mind what are you going to write, what kind of topic you are pursuing. So if you are new to this process, so you should have keep these things in mind. So in this process, first of all you should know about the what are the basic types of the research papers. If we go to the IEEE Explore or Google Scholar, or we Google some kind of topics, it is recommended to start from the survey articles. So I will tell you what are the surveys, what are the technical papers, and what are the review articles. But if we talk about the very basic types of research papers, we classify the research articles in argumentative and analytical types. And if we talk about uh, these process, research paper assignments may vary widely. There are essentially basic two types which have I have already talked to you. In argumentative type of research articles, a student both states the topic they will be exploring and immediately establish the position they will argue regarding that topic in a thesis statement or in a journal article or in their dissertations. This type of paper hopes to persuade its readers to adopt the view presented. So the core objective of this Argumentative type is the author provide arguments to support their claims, so the reader focuses so the reader can easily focus on uh, this kind of stuff. uh, if we talk about the example of this paper, so we can quote an example that a paper that argues the merits of early exposure of reading for children. So the authors are continuously providing arguments regarding that claim, that what is the benefit of early exposure of reading to the students. And if we talk about the second portion, the analytical types of research articles, an analytical research paper usually states the topic that writer will be exploring, usually in the form of questions, initially taking a neutral stance. The body of the paper will present multi-facted information, and ultimately the writer will state their conclusion based on the information that has been unfolded throughout the course of the essay. This type of paper hopes to offer a well-supported critical analysis without necessarily persuading the reader to any particular way of thinking. So, if I keep it very simple, in the analytical type of research article, usually the author's core objective is to provide to discuss about a topic and then explore the problems in this topic and then provide the solution of those problems depending upon the existing literature review. So usually in our masters and the PhD work, or in our academic uh, publications, we prefer to work on analytical research articles where we find a research gap in a specific problem, and then we identify the research questions, and then we define our hypothesis, and then we perform a very comprehensive literature review to identify what kind of work has been done, and what addition can be made in this uh, particular research problem. So generically, research articles are distributed among argumentative and analytical types. And if we go deeper in the analytical types, we can see the survey articles, we can have the review articles, we can have technical articles. And this in survey articles, we usually perform overall survey on the existing literature. Maybe it can hundreds of articles are downloaded from the sources such as IEEE, Elsevier, Google Scholar, basic Google archives, and then those are sorted on the basis of years, and then it is estimated in which year what kind of contributions were performed on a very specific research topic. And after doing all this stuff, the authors uh, classify that information, and then they summarize that information in the form of a review. So what has been done in this very specific articles, the length of the survey articles is usually above 20 pages, 30 pages, and the references cited are usually in the range of 200 to 300 articles. And in technical articles, the papers cited are usually very limited because the technical articles are purely based on the technical contributions. So if you are a master's or PhD student in engineering domain, in computer science domain, or in medical domain, it is most likely that you will be working on the analytical types of research paper. So this was the basic of types of research papers. In my next video, I will be talking about the what is the process of choosing a very specific problem, or how you can simply how you can begin uh, to choose a very specific problem. So let me discuss that in the next video. Thank you so much.